out what Vidya Balan had to say about her relationship with money. Hi Vidya, thank you so much for taking the time out and joining us. It's a pleasure to have you on the channel.
Thank you so much.
Vidya, you mentioned that, when you started out and when you did your dirty picture, after that you had a lot of brand endorsements, but there were two endorsements that were missing from the kitty, and that was banks and car brands. So, and at that point, banks were not signing women endorsers because men take the financial decisions, and therefore it doesn't make a case for a woman endorser.
Exactly, and that's the only time when I actually got my team to go and tell various banks that Vidya is open to endorsing a bank. So if would you all be interested in an association? And they said, we'd love to, but maybe we can look at certain instruments, certain schemes for her to endorse. But as banks, in banking, we do not use women brand ambassadors. And I was so heartbroken. I said, why? And that was a reaction we were getting across the board. Everyone was saying no, because women don't take financial decisions. And I was like, and it was true though, because I myself wasn't aware of how much I had or where the money was being invested. I always told my father, you do all that, I'm not interested. It was almost like, I can't be bothered, I can't understand, that's your, domain. And that's why I brought up, the fact that when I was getting married and he said, okay, now I'll let your husband take over from me. I said, first let me take over. Because I realized that what the feedback that I got from all the banks was actually true. I don't think I thought of it actively like that, but I do think that I realized that it's true. We're not in charge of our money. We don't take financial decisions. Except when we're given a budget and we have to run the house, and actually that requires a lot of planning and great execution and saving, but we've never been trained to take care of money.
Absolutely.
Right outside of the house. So I said, okay, I started, and my father said, but you've always said you don't know. I said, but you're there now. And Siddharth's also there. So they've been doing this forever. So they understand better. So I discuss with them when I have to make a decision. But I have to tell you that in the past 10 years, I feel so much in charge, so much more in charge of my life, because now I'm in charge of my money. It makes a huge difference. So it was true, but again, I've not seen a female brand ambassador for a car so far. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I don't think so,
And, we need to be taking the wheel of our lives.
Absolutely, how metaphorical. Vidya, but tell us, what does money mean to you, and what do you have to say to people who say money doesn't buy you happiness?
I feel money is power. Money is value. Which is why when we talk about empowerment, money forms a very crucial aspect of that empowerment. And because I think money affords you the power to make choices for yourself.
For sure.
To just lead life the way you want to. So I think money is both power and value for
Especially
me.
as a woman.
For anyone, that much more as a woman. Because, see, I know of so many women who earn really well, Ankita, but they're still not in charge of their money.
Absolutely.
And then they feel that, they also feel that, how can I be in charge of my money? It'll be a threat to the men in the household. We've all
Do you think this is societal stereotype? Because I refuse to believe that women are incapable of doing it because a woman is running the budget of the house, which is the most important thing.
Absolutely. It is a stereotype. It's also, historically we've not done this. This is fairly new for us. Firstly, it's new that we're all stepping out and, getting educated, and more of us, right? And are doing jobs that we want to be doing, entering professions that were hitherto close to us. And therefore, money is that much. And because money is power, we feel that we don't want to topple the apple cart. The power dynamics within a family have a lot to do with who handles the money. Which is why I think I've seen so many women, they go and give they earn into the hands of the man.
Absolutely.
Entirely.
Whether the father or the husband.
Yeah, father, husband, at some point it could be the son.
Yeah.
It's sometimes the brother. I'm saying whoever.
Yeah.
You know, because that's why also we've been told that, you know, if you want to keep the peace within a family, then the woman shouldn't get too independent. She shouldn't want to handle her own money.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us, Vidya. It was such a pleasure to have you.
My pleasure entirely.
Thank you. So financial independence and cautious view is